Bang! Neves Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife, Kara, is busy. And today we are going through some random knives. Now, the only thing these knives will have in common is that they will all be flat ground blades. Nothing else will be in common. There's no rhyme or reason. Just random knives that are all flat grinds. Now, this is the Monterey Bay Knives EZC 2.0. It is an integral knife, Ray Laconico design, which Ray Laconico does make very simple designs, just straightforward knives. And this is a great example of his designs because he, like I can pull forward right now the Kaiser Yorkie. So both of these you can see are extremely similar. Both are Ray Laconico designs. And this one just happens to have Stasa 23's anno work. But you can see how similar they are and how simple his designs are. Titanium milled pocket clip. And then you can see, since this is an integral, the lock bar insert, which is nicely fit in there, comes from the outside. Great flipping action. And very neutral grips. It's got the teardrop shape in the back, so it's nice and comfortable pushing up into the palm. But yeah, the Monterey Bay Knives EZC 2.0. Next, the KUBEY Anteater. So this is a KUBEY knife, and the KUBEY Anteater, they did make a couple different versions of it. They made some G10 versions. They have the titanium versions. They have different colored titanium. This one's the pink and blue, which is very beautiful. The stair steps, I doubt it's going to come up in the lighting, but it's really nice looking in the right lighting. Like all the squares have blue in them. It really, really shines if you put some Windex on it. S35 VN blade. And this is a karambit style blade shape. It's supposed to be for, well, there's a couple different ways you could look at it. You could look at it for self-defense or, like a carpet cutting knife, a utility carpet cutting knife or linoleum cutting knife are also these hawk bill blade shapes. They work really good for getting into material and then trapping the material into this section. As you drag the blade through, it kind of just pulls it through, and traps that blade. So it's really nice for cutting stuff like that in construction. Very heavy duty titanium build though. No milling on the inside. It is, I'm not going to say it's heavy, but it feels tough. Ceramic ball bearings, great action. Definitely an overbuilt knife. Nice big hardware all the way around. And yeah, like I said, it's got a really nice weight to it. But it is a flat ground blade. Next. The Civivi McKenna. Man, I really like the Civivi McKenna, and I'm very close to buying one of the copper versions or brass versions, which I think I don't remember if they come in copper or brass, but this is a knife that it's very light, and it's such a little knife. There's not very many knives you could get away. Well, I mean, it just depends, but if you put copper or brass on any knife, it's going to add a significant amount of weight to it. So in a knife like this, being so small, it wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't bother me one bit because it would just add to the weight, which would probably make it feel even better in my hand, because this is so light, it's almost non-existent. By putting the copper or brass scales on there, it would actually make it feel like I have a tool in my hand, which I like. Deep carry clip, and the front flipping action is amazing. This is a very easy, very, very easy front flipper. Anybody who has trouble front flipping knives, the Civivi McKenna would be the way to go if you wanted to get into front flipping knives, because the jimping on the flipper tab is done all the way around. So you can basically just place your finger right on top. you know, get a good grip and then just bring your finger over and it's flying. Now this one is D2 blade, D2 blade steel, and it is an Elijah Isham design. You can see his logo. Cool logo. It's kind of like, it's exactly the way he looks, so. But cool little sheep's foot blade, and it is a flat ground blade. Very thin, good geometry. Yeah, cool little knife by Civivi and Elijah Isham. Next, we have the Berg Blades Iron Wolf. Now, this thing is pretty awesome. There is one huge downfall to me that I will bring up in the review, but it is a flat ground blade, and it is, I guess you'd call this a clip point tanto blade shape. Beautiful, heavy stone washing. Finger choil, jimping on the back, nice and grippy. It comes in different versions like full tie. I think they had a micarta version. And then this is the carbon fiber. Titanium frame lock. Even though it's not, they don't have a cutout here, good access to the lock bar because they did cut it out on both sides. So it's very easy to unlock. And the flipping action is beautiful. Beautiful flipping action. Titanium milled clip. Now this has Stasa's anno finish, Stasa 23's anno finish, just like we brought up the Yorkie before, and on the back spacer, because this actually is Stasa 23's knife. Great, great knife. Good looking knife too. Beautiful looking, like just a simple design, yet, you know, it looks like a very useful design as well. The Berg Blades Iron Wolf. Nice sound that comes from it too. The TRM Atom and carbon fiber scales liner lock, titanium liner lock. 20 CV blade steel, made in the USA. Titanium clip that works very, very well. Very slim. And since it's a very slim knife, you know, it was good that it has such a thin blade, which I know there is correlation between the two, but not always. I've seen thin blades on really thick handles and vice versa. Anyways, my point is that since it's a very slim knife and it has a thin blade, it cuts very, very well. It's not the thinnest behind the edge, but the geometry between this, from the spine to the edge, is really, really nice. It's practically a full flat ground blade. I know it's not, because you do have this section right here with that little hump, but that hump is almost non-existent. So when you're passing it through something, you don't feel that hump right there like you might on some other knives. Beautiful stone wash. Looks really good. It really hides scratches too. And it's ultra smooth. It is on phosphor bronze, but it's extremely smooth. Deep carry clip that works very, very well. Nice and centered. Just a great EDC knife from TRM, which is a USA company that makes small batches of knives. And this knife is very easy to change these scales back and forth, which I might do in the future, just for fun. Next is the Kaiser Mini bag letter that has stuff on it. The Kaiser Mini bag letter. Now, you guys, if you guys been keeping up with my channel, you guys know I just recently got the bag letter 2, which I can't tell you guys enough. Watch the review on this knife. Watch the review. It is such a good knife. But this video is on the bag letter 2, which unlike the it's on the bag letter 1, but it's the small version. So this is the mini bag letter. But unlike the mini bag letter that it has phosphor bronze. The big one is on their new ceramic bearings that are ultra smooth. But this is on phosphor bronze like the bag letter 1 and is a smaller version. As you can see, it is, you know, a lot smaller, but nice little compact knife that you also have good action, but it is more of the tighter, you know, pivot feeling because it is on phosphor bronze. But still, full flat ground blade and 154 cm. Takes a really good edge. I like to put a toothy edge on 154 cm. G10 scales with steel liners and a steel non-deep carry clip that works very well. Nice and thin and slim in the pocket. I mean, it's very compact, and the access to liner is very simple. This is a very thin portion right here, so when it's in the hand, it is a very slim knife. Clip point blade. And yeah, nice stone washing on this as well. Kaiser does a good job with their stone washing. If it'll come up. There you go. And there you guys go. A few random knives to check out that do have flat ground blades. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.